What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alverez, Jake Paul. Get this, Canelo Alverez and Jake Paul are in the process of finalizing a deal for May 3rd cruiserweight fight at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, sources told ESPN on Thursday. "When I'm done with boxing," said Canelo, "at the top level, why not?" Alvarez told the Full Send podcast in November when asked about the possibility of fighting Paul. He said, "Yes, maybe. I think it's good because it attracts fans who don't normally watch boxing. They know Jake Paul, but they don't know anything about boxing." Okay? And this was added by Rick Glacier. He said, with Ring Magazine reporting that the fight with Canelo and Crawford is off, it's probably Canelo priced himself out, as there are always limits to what one will pay. As at Turkey Al-Sheikh is no different than any other quality businessman, there is a limit to what something is worth. Canelo ducked David Benavidez, and now looks like Canelo is also ducking at Terrence Crawford. And let me counterpunch. Let's start from the beginning. The overall backstory behind Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez did say, yeah, when I'm done with boxing, why not? So, is it safe to say, Canelo, you're done with boxing? Seriously, are you now just finished with boxing? Because if that's the case, you should just announce your retirement, and then you can do whatever you really want to do. So, because if you keep holding things up, it makes you look bad. It makes you look like they looked at Floyd. And I don't know if he cares or not, but I know Floyd took fortune over fame, took fortune over popularity, took fortune over likability. He took fortune over a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of people would say took fortune over respect. And at this point, you know, Canelo knows, hey, I can make a lot of money fighting Jake Paul. Jake Paul brings something to the table, you know, besides just a hard, difficult fight or a guy that can move and box like Terrence Crawford. No, Jake Paul brings something else to the table. And the good news to me, which benefits Paul, is Jake Paul is able to not move down as much, because I was thinking, okay, he's going to drop that much to go down to fight Canelo at 168. No, it's at cruiserweight, which is a good thing, because, you know, Jake Paul doesn't lose all that weight and muscle that he did getting up to that point to fight Mike Tyson, because he was 227 pounds. So, you know, that's a good thing. It's a real good thing. He doesn't have to go all the way down there, because, I mean, he would really get busted up with no really hopes of a puncher's chance, because he'd be so damn weak trying to make 168. So that's great. You know, so I think if anything at all, Jake Paul fighting Canelo Alvarez, you know, is more of a thing than what we thought. So at this point, you should release the wolves on Canelo, because he didn't announce his retirement. He didn't say that he was, you know, finished with boxing. So according to that particular paragraph, he said, when I'm done with boxing, then I would consider that. Why is he considering it now? You know, so yeah, he will get some flack for this. But of course, I don't think he gives a shit. I don't think he cares. I think as long as the money's there, he's going to do it. Now, to this Rick Glacier situation, okay, and what Rick said, you know, it's probably Canelo priced himself out. Well, how do we know that? Okay, we don't. He, like Rick Glacier, you know, he's just speculating like all of us could do. Until we know why, let's shut up about it, because we don't know if he did that or not. We know nothing of the sort. But we do know now, though, okay, that he is going along with the Jake Paul fight, and the Terrence Crawford fight is not happening. That's what we do know, you know, and that's already a problem by itself, because, again, my live today illustrated with you guys, hey, you either don't fight any of them, but you can't leave us with you fighting Paul, and then Terrence Crawford is the smaller, best guy that you've ever fought, moving up in weight. Not an Amir Khan, not a Jermell Charlo, but a Terrence damn Crawford, a Terrence Bud Crawford. You know, you don't want to fight him, but you'll fight Jake Paul. I get it. It's easier. It's easier to beat. It's easier to fathom that idea. You know, you're not gonna he's not gonna lose to Jake Paul, bro. That's just not going to happen. If he loses to Jake Paul, I would laugh to hear the high heaven. I would be tripped out if he lost to Jake Paul, but that ain't gonna happen because Canelo is that good. He's not gonna get beat. You know what I mean? Even though that probably, if that happened, Jake Paul would run boxing and boxing would crumble. Boxing would turn into something that you don't want it to turn into, period. Because first Mike, then Canelo, yo, what the hell, right? But no, more than likely, I will do the weigh-in for Derek Chisora in Otto Island tomorrow. And we'll talk more about this tomorrow since we do know this new development that they are in process of finalizing this fight between Canelo Alverez and Jake Paul. Tell me what you think, guys. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.